volleyball is growing around the world. These teams and athletes
Welcome back.
trying to represent their country.
Welcome back to the national championship. We are right now. Look, we have all 5 pairs on streaming live on ESPN Plus, but yeah.
Started. So we're going to take you to the ones for the first time today. Speaking of Olympians, that's where we find 2 of them. Daniela Alvarez and Tania Moreno just competed in Paris. They're on the TCU side. They represented Spain at the Paris Olympics.
Incredible. In a 5th place finish at the Olympics for such a young pair.
Facing such a talented pair in Michelle Schaefer and Ana Poloya for
Sure.
LMU. There's Tania Moreno, number 22 in that black jersey for TCU. The swing from Michelle Schaefer. She tagged the line.
Ana Poloya from Italy on the other side of the net, the blocker for LMU. She has international experience as well, and she's physical. Schaefer with the dig and transition kill for LMU.
4-4 as a pair this season on the LMU side of the sand. They were at the 2s and then moved up to the 1 pair for this tournament.
That ball catches the tape outside the block. Blocker didn't know where it went, but drops in.
And the Olympians, 15-4 on the season. It's really interesting to see their journey this year after the Olympics. Tania Moreno, who's about to serve, she missed about a month of the season. She was injured, and so Daniela Alvarez had to play with another partner during that time.
Haley Hamlet, the defender on the 2s, played with Daniela Alvarez. They did really well, and TCU has enough depth that they could let Tania Moreno heal so she'd be ready for this moment.
Daniela Alvarez, number 1 in the black jersey for TCU. She was the first to come to the States to play for TCU and Hector Gutierrez, and then Tania Moreno followed her from Spain a year later. They have helped set the foundation of what this TCU program has been, now playing in its first championship duel. Alvarez with the swing down the line, easy.
One of the things Daniela Alvarez does as a big blocker, she gets off the net and plays defense. There you see, at 6'1", she's got good offensive range to clear the block and nice ball control to keep that ball off the sand.
She is the National Player of the Year this season. Michelle Schaefer. Just enough in.
Yeah, I want to see TCU serve the ball more aggressive. I think they're serving LMU, which is an elite program, too easily, and they're going to side out almost every time.
And you know when you're facing LMU, they are going to serve tough. It's in their DNA.
It certainly is. That they work on it every single day.
Moreno firing to the back line. Tied up at 3.
Moreno, very aggressive swing. She's out on that sideline. You see Poloya in front of her, but she splits right between the blocker and the defender. Schaefer sitting in the sharp angle.
Tania Moreno's mom was a professional beach player, so she grew up around the sport. Poloya, smart shot, and now at the 7th point, they will change sides. Dawn, what did TCU do to get their mentality right for today?
Well, Courtney, when it's a 9:30 a.m. local start, you know these athletes have got to get up early to get ready. And TCU this week decided to add a little extra pre-match mental prep. You see, at 6:30 a.m. this morning, assistant coach Maho Oriana has been leading guiding interactive visualizations on the beach as a part of pre-breakfast shakeouts. Told me it's a way to relax the team, renew the team, focus in for the day, and instill confidence in their dream. Breath by breath, enjoy the moment. Seems to be paying off for this team, and they had so much energy during warm-ups today.
Yeah, that's a good sign. You wonder how teams are going to react. Both programs are playing for the very first time in the national championship duel, an attacking error. So it's a couple of points in a row for LMU.
And that's because LMU is serving the ball aggressive. That's something I think TCU could really pick up. That ball was being set from off the net, and because of that, an unforced hitting error.
Ana Poloya serving now. Her brother inspired her to play. She was actually a setter on the indoor side for 10 years before beach. When she got to the beach, she loved that she could attack too. And the response from TCU.
That time, Tania Moreno recognizing that the line was open. Looked like LMU was doubling up. in the angle. You see the blocker jump angle and Michelle Schaefer sitting in the angle. And that's kind of the cat and mouse game you play. You try and bait people into a certain play, give them different looks, and gives you opportunities to dig a ball.
Michelle Schaefer running behind, and it pays off. And you'll see them strategize the numbers behind their back, Holly.
You will see the signals that the blocker wants to take away from each attacker. Right now, Anna Paloya. Hard to see her fingers. Looks like a 4, which means she's going to jump into the angle of Tanya Moreno. That time it was tight, so she just went after ball.
And they couldn't hit back over. It got stuck in the net tape. The communication piece between each pair is so important, and a lot of times talking to these athletes, they mention it's something they really have to work on throughout the season.
Just a straight up line block on both players from Daniela Alvarez, keeping it simple.
Very sharp in the angle for Paloya.
Cut shots can be very effective, but if you're Tanya Moreno, you want to stay on your feet. She drops a knee down, and that stops all momentum moving towards the ball.
And Holly, you're shaking your head.
I am, because the service pressure is putting TCU back in the court, and they're not setting it tight enough to have a high percentage swing for the point.
We had a staggered start today, but all 5 courts are in action right now. You can catch them all streaming on ESPN+. The 2 pairs and the 4 pairs were the ones to start first, and so they're further along in this opening set. Going to 21 points, it is TCU set point for Vergara and Camille.
This is a pair that's 20-0 on this season. They're top flight of
Now let's go to number 4 pairs.
Complement each other with the big block at the net.
TCU is taking in the lead, and we're still rooting for them.
Not a very tough serve, and LMU is able to terminate.
That's the theme. TCU needs to be more aggressive. Yes, they've been able to score. They're up in this match, but a more aggressive serving, maybe split them down the middle, a little more.
We're in the lead by 6.
Point scoring opportunities.
Isabel Ruffel takes the ball in her hands. Second set point, TCU.
Camille going angle. This is a broken play. Blocker might pull or stay if it's tight.
Oh, and the battle at the net goes to Lena Camille. And TCU wins the opening set 21-14.
Little joust play. LMU trying to be aggressive on that second ball, but TCU there to stop it.
It's been very important this week to win the first set.
I wanted to let all of you know that now everybody is going to wear the sandals today because it's very hot out there to go across. It doesn't matter.
We saw LMU against USC win all of the first sets, and that really set the tone and put the pressure on USC.
For the 2 pair, LMU is actually getting closer to taking this opening set. Hooker and Preeti. Hooker with the bump set to Preeti, nobody on. Madison, what's allowed LMU to bring up set point here?
I mean, LMU came to play. They're serving really aggressively, and then Preeti is putting up a huge block versus Gonzalez, who's being targeted. And then you saw it right there. They're being extremely efficient on side out.
You see that set from Chloe Hooker. The pass was off the net, but she put her partner right on the net for the kill.
Chloe Hooker, the Conference Defensive Player of the Year, along with being a second-team All-American this season. One of the best defenders you'll see. Look at her get that ball up, and then pops right back up to attack. Haley Hamlet's turn off the block. A bit wide on the poke shot. Second set point on the way.
When you get that block deflection, it's really important to work with your feet to get off the net so you have an angle to get it back in the court.
The block deflection does count as one of the 3 contacts in beach volleyball. Chloe Hooker coming in with some power, and LMU winning set 1 21-16 at the two pair.
The common theme is LMU's in system a lot. Perfect pass, and they're having their way offensively.
We're taking a drone to break here.
Well, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Championship duel.